It's Tuesday, and it is 7/22/2014. I believe that is the month of July, and it's Game Changer Tuesday.
Boom!
Just want to let you guys know, when as of us recording this, the fundraiser that we did in conjunction with Split Infinity Radio, we were so nice to lend me back to Split Infinity Radio for the weekend. And we raised, so far it's raised over $9,000 for Louis' fight, and that's a lot of money. That's great.
Nice going.
So up on that one, don't forget, guys, we do have the October, stuff for kids going on, the Extra Life charity. Make sure to check that out. We're gonna have an event, and the live show is gonna be August 2nd. That's gonna be next month. So that's gonna be good stuff. Come out, see the live show.
Next month. That's like in like a week.
Yeah, I mean that is. So buy a beer for kids. With that said, I've got a couple stories, but you had something that you wanted to talk about.
So we talked yesterday on Tech Bites. Microsoft's cut a whole bunch of jobs, and well, one of the biggest slashes was to the Xbox Entertainment Studios.
Dun dun dun.
And when I say slash, I mean it's done, it's gone, it's closed, it's finito.
Not happening. And I'm not really shocked at all about this.
Here's the thing about that surprises me a little bit. Well, it doesn't surprise me in the sense that after seeing his memo that it got got canned. People said they weren't doing anything, but that's not entirely true.
They weren't doing anything. What were they doing?
You do realize that while they may not have been producing as much content, they did bring shows and platforms to the Xbox.
I'm okay.
They're the reason. They're the reason. Sprint was their sponsor for a lot of things. They brought the Guild over before the Geek and Sundry launch. That? Well, it only went for so many seasons. Yeah. Anyway, but they did exclusively bring the Guild season 5 and 6, I think, or 4 and 5 or whatever, to the Xbox. So it would hit there before it hit YouTube, before it hit the Guild.com, and.
Okay, so they were working on actual content.
So
but the biggest thing,
they did some stuff, but no Halo TV show now.
No
Halo movie. We were going to
go back and
movie.
Watch your Halo shorts that were on the internet that Peter Jackson directed. That's all I'm going to say. They were amazing.
They were good.
But you know what? They were really, really expensive.
Yes.
And I don't know if the payoff was just there for it. And I mean,
well,
now I don't know if this is going to affect any of the content that was already in production, but either way,
no one really knows yet. And the biggest thing is, what does this do to the advertisers for Xbox Studios?
I don't think it's going to hurt that much at all. Really.
I don't think it's going to hurt Microsoft's bottom line.
Nope.
But because they got Microsoft.
But I think it's a good thing that Microsoft is shifting the Xbox One core focus to games. Here's games, and they came out at E3 too. They didn't say a damn word about TV. They were like, yo, games. That's what they needed to do.
It's a 180 flip because when the Xbox One launched its preview at CES, I guess it was earlier this year, they were like, look, it can watch TV and you can tell your TV to do stuff and watch TV. And
well, that was last year.
Hey, search TV stuff. And hey, you don't need a Google TV.
I will say, though, that the Snap Bing search stuff,
oh, it's cool.
Awesome. And it works great.
No, I'm not going to disagree with that. I just don't want to run my TV through my Xbox.
I don't care. I don't have cable, so it doesn't matter.
I do.
So,
just saying.
Speaking of big game companies, and we don't want to leave you PS4 people out, it seems that Sony may have forgotten something this week. And what they forgot was they forgot to renew their very, 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 very important domain names, such as, everything for Sony Online Entertainment.
Oh my God.
It doesn't matter how big of a company you are. It turns out if you don't pay your bills, people get mad and they take your website down. Which is exactly what happened, and that's the reason that on July 15th, including all of the forums for, Sony Online Entertainment, EverQuest 2, any of the other MMOs, everything was down for half a day. Now, I mean, that doesn't... Okay, it wasn't half a day. It's more like 6 hours, I think. But in reality, we're only awake 12 hours-ish a day as it is, so, I mean... In reality, 6 hours of all those sites being down is unfreaking heard of. It's craziness.
That is.
Now, one other thing that I want to touch on really quickly. Fred Durst of Limp Bizkit fame will be featured on this episode.
That's a boy band, by the way. I don't care what the hell you people say.
I guess Limp Bizkit, I mean, I could kind of see it.
No, they're a boy. Not kind of. They were a production put-together band of 5 boys in the 90s. That makes them a boy band.
Well, apparently he now has a Twitch channel and likes to play Call of Duty Ghosts a lot on his Twitch channel. Kotaku, Kirk Hamilton was following it this week, and I'll give you some excerpts here. Fred Durst figured the spacesuit was the way to go, but he thinks now that he needs a ghillie suit. Everybody needs a ghillie suit. Fred Durst is not satisfied with his streaming setup and promises that it is not going to stay this way. Fred Durst is advertising a guy to tune his guitar to drop D. Fred Durst isn't sure if muting his chat mic will also mute him in the stream. This has got to be the hilarious, one of the most hilarious things. Every time I've seen Fred Durst, first off, I don't know what he did in the years that he was touring, but he looks awful. Dude looks like a freaking wreck, and he is the exact definition of an old man. Because, time was not kind to him. Anyways, moving on. Doom 4 is not called Doom 4.
No.
And it's a reboot.
Yay!
And apparently they're going the right way about it.
I'm good. I'm very good with it. As a 1995 Doom fan, I'm good with it.
It's going to be running at 1080p, 180p, 1080p.
180p.
That would be the worst. That's 16-bit resolution right there. So it'll be running at 1080p, 60 frames per second, and it's built on the brand new ID6 custom graphics engine. Yeah, so it's we haven't seen a lot of stuff from it. PC Gamer, everybody was talking about it because they showed it off.
For those of you who don't remember, it was a software company that was around for a while and got sucked up because
I believe they got bought out by is ZeniMax? I want to say it's ZeniMax.
I think it was
because Carmack went along with that at that point before Carmack was like, "Peace, y'all, I'm out."
Yeah. Yep.
So. Yep. You wanted to talk about a game that is supposedly coming out that you forgot about.
So I did.
Actually, two games, perhaps.
Yeah. Well, just one specifically. It's not coming out this year. For those of you who know me, I don't game that much. I game a little bit, but there's some franchises of games that I and Tekken 7 is finally been announced. It'll be next year if we're lucky.
But it's also running on a new engine.
Well, sort of. They're using an engine that I would have never seen coming for Tekken,
which is
the Unreal Engine.
What?
The newer version, the Unreal 4 engine, is going to be powering Tekken 7, and I just started thinking to myself for a minute,
that's going to be glorious.
Oh,
yeah.
So I now. I have.
You got to move into the next generation.
I have a choice. I really, because even if this is the kind of game that even if they do launch, and sometimes they launch a PC version, I don't care.
No, it wouldn't be something I'd want to play on PC. This is a console specific game for me.
This is one I have to. First of all, I will go play in the arcade. This is the one I drop quarters to.
Those don't exist anymore, old man.
There's one in the movie theater.
Oh yeah, because they're going to be getting Tekken 7. Think about the kind of hardware that's going to require to run that Unreal Engine. What kind of a box requires? I don't know.
But it's coming to the Xbox and it's coming to the PlayStation. So,
it is?
Yeah. I mean, PlayStation, obviously, because that's where it launched. Yeah. But it is still coming to the Xbox.
If you guys want to get an idea of what it'll look like, go check out Mortal Kombat X, which is also running on the Unreal 4 engine. And everything we've seen from it gameplay-wise is...
It looks amazing.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
I'm not a big Mortal Kombat fan, but that game does look...
It's glorious.
Yeah, it really does. So I'm super, super looking forward to that. I'm also looking forward to seeing maybe some new fighters. It's changed the lineup. But don't lose my Eddie. I like Eddie Gordo.
Yeah, Eddie Gordo.
He's my man. I'm just saying.
That's why I can't play... If they didn't have Law in a game, one of them, I'd be like, nope. I'm done here.
How many laws are there now?
There was 3, I believe.
Yeah.
So. Now you had...
Forest Law.
You had one other game that you wanted to discuss.
Did I? What was my other game?
It's funny that you forgot about it because you forgot about it even...
Oh! Yes! I just... Literally, you saying I forgot about it reminded me... This... Oh, God. This is not an inkling.
Firefall!
Yeah. Oh, God. So I was in an alpha for a game almost 2 years ago now called Firefall.
Firefall.
It's a third-person shooter that it's just...
Firefall!
Yeah. It's about as exciting as it gets.
It looks like a generic everything. It's supposedly a third/first-person MMO.
I got this email. I got 2 emails this week that were interesting. One came from Blizzard Entertainment.
Yeah.
And it was like, hey, go download the
Alpha.
Drainer Alpha for us because we'd really like you to... And I'm like, oh, okay. And by the way, I'm going to do a review. Yeah. I like it. It looks nice. Still not entirely sure how much World of Warcraft I got on and I went ahead and logged in. Into the production server too.
Right now.
I've forgotten how to play this game almost.
Yeah,
I'm just like, where goes stuff? Mm-hmm. I had to go download Curse again so I could download the mods.
All the mods that you're gonna have to use.
So, give me a minute and I'll do a review on that at some time. But then a couple days later, I got this Firefall email. It was like, hey, thanks for being part of our alpha community. And I get a whole bunch of free rewards and stuff. It's going free to play July 29th.
He pulled up the website. He's like, so this is the board now.
Like, I mean, look up the game footage. They have a YouTube channel. You can go to firefallthegame.com. They couldn't even afford to go buy Firefall.
Oh, God. What?
Yeah.
Sorry. This game would have been great had it come out 2 years ago.
When it was an alpha, it actually was decent. I remember running around. I was like, oh, this looks interesting. It's basically Defiance. I mean, honestly, because they even have like hellbugs in it, like literally. Like, I mean, and the guns are similar. And although you can run around in a mech in this game,
or you could just buy Defiance coming out on September 9th, which probably all of you are going to do anyways.
Well, Defiance
or not Defiance. I'm sorry, Destiny.
Yeah. And that's. Yeah. I mean, the only reason, I'm going to download it, I'm going to install it, because there's a bunch of stuff I get, like custom titles and things that you can't get unless you're in the alpha, so I'll do that just because.
Because if he ever wants to play it, you want to have the good stuff.
Right, I want to be, and I might do a review, but right now.
Do a review of a game that no one knows about, isn't it?
Well, I know, I mentioned, you're like, what game?
Yeah, I didn't know what he was talking about. So go check it out. I mean, if you want to, the site's out there. I'm assuming it's like Firefall.
FirefallTheGame.com.
TheGame.com.
Maybe they'll do a movie. That would be the worst movie ever.
Speaking of movies, we'll be back tomorrow to talk to you guys about pop culture. Don't forget
that's not tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, no. Tomorrow's a Wild Card Wednesday.
Wild Card Wednesday.
We're going to be talking about computer building tomorrow, so do a little pro tips with us.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's going to be good stuff, yeah.
But we are going to talk movies on Thursday.
Movies on Thursday with, it's going to be pop culture then.
Yep.
And basically, make sure to subscribe to us, clicking the little button that you got in the corner.
Like us on the Facebooks there, if you would, please. And send us an email. Give us a phone call. Let us know what's up. Yeah. How you doing?
See you tomorrow.
Dude.